we didn't need another vehicle or another project, but you know, when they pop up, sometimes you just gotta jump on the opportunity.
You gotta jump on them. Plus, you know, you just sold one, so the ratio is still good.
Yeah. You know, I gotta keep more trucks than years I am old. Is my current ratio.
Where are we, Tim? What are we doing here?
Well, we're in the midst of breaking some rules at the moment. So when it comes to buying old cars and trucks, I have about 3 or 4 constant rules that I kind of live by. You don't buy a truck that you haven't seen. You don't buy a truck at night. You don't buy a truck when it's raining. You definitely don't buy a truck that you've never laid your eyes on. And we're managing to break all 4 rules because I was drinking the night that I told the guy I would take it, and I hadn't seen it yet, and it's raining today.
Yeah, I mean, that all sounds reasonable.
Yeah, but it's okay because we're buying this truck from a good friend of ours that I 100% trust. And he sent me some really great photos of it, and it was a very fair price, so we're just going to take that risk today.
Yeah, you got lucky on this one as far as I can tell.
Yeah, this particular truck, so a buddy of mine way back in school, my buddy Daniel, his dad had one of these sitting in his backyard. And Daniel's dad is the particular kind of fella that doesn't like to sell things. And so no matter how hard I tried, he never wanted to sell me this truck. But I always wanted one, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. You leave you guessing for a minute if it's probably not in the thumbnail already. But you know, they only made these trucks for like 2.5 years, and they're really cool, and they didn't make a whole lot of them. So when you see them, they're either really rough or they're nice and they're too expensive for me to buy. So
that's true. They've been off my radar. I can't afford them.
Yeah, because they're usually pretty high. But
yeah,
we found this one and want to give one a shot. You know, it's a little different. Like, you'll see us mainly working on Chevrolets. Not on purpose. We're definitely not brand loyalists. Like, we have everything.
Yeah, I'm still on the hunt for one of those swept lines.
Yeah, he wants a swept line, which I wouldn't mind having. And you know, I like Fords, Chevrolets, GMCs. It doesn't matter to me. So we're on our way to pick up a Ford today.
Everything has equal opportunity to be ruined in this shop.
Oh, absolutely.
That's for sure.
You give me anything and a pack of Sawzall blades and a slice and dice, I'll cut it up.
I'll cut it up.
So yeah, we didn't need another vehicle or another project, but you know, when they pop up, sometimes you just gotta jump on the opportunity.
You gotta jump on them. Plus, you know, you just sold one, so the ratio is still good.
Yeah. You know, I gotta keep more trucks than years I am old. Is my current ratio. So.
Oh, I love that. I need that metric. I need that one.
Yeah, well, you got some.
We're getting there.
To do.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great thing to justify. Now that you came out with that rule, I feel like I have a whole new lease on life.
Yeah, we're gonna open up Marketplace as soon as we get done.
Oh God, I think I blocked that on my phone. I gave Bailey the code. I said, "Don't let me in there."
Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost there, and cool little drive too, going up to North Georgia through the hills. Yeah, it's some pretty decent weather. The rain's finally slacked off, and it's fall time, so you know, we got our neck on swivel.
Yeah, you can see up through these woods pretty far up there, so you never know how many what'd you say, how many Impala convertibles might be in someone's yard.
Yeah, you know, if we just happen to run across the 59 tri-power Impala convertible or whatever, you know, we might just go and knock on the door or two.
Yeah, there won't be any door knocking today then. Alright, you got anything else?
No, let's go load this thing, and hopefully it doesn't rain on us.
Cool.
So I'm Tim.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Robbie, and this is Best Damn Shop Around, and well, he's buying something cool for me today.
Yeah, Robbie gave me a great opportunity, obviously you know him. If you're on my channel, you've got to be on his. United by Trucks, and we're united by a 61 unibody.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, pretty cool truck. Something he's had for a few years. He decided to thin his fleet out a little bit. Gave me the honor to be the caretaker for it for a little while.
Yeah. Hopefully for a long while. Yeah. Hopefully you're gonna make this thing something that I couldn't.
Oh yeah.
And just be awesome.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really cool in due time, as the budget allows.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Which is, you know, why I sold it to you.
Yeah. Passing that.
Gotta pass the financial burden along. But why don't we show them getting this thing out, and then you can tell them a little bit more about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool? All right.
Reaction when it's actually a straight 6. And he goes, wait a second now, who's been stealing my motor?
Where's the side over 427?
Yeah, I heard something about Coyote.
I wish.
302.
Oh yeah.
God, wouldn't that be sick? There's a Coyote.
Oh, it will be when I convince him to do it.
What? Look at that.
Oh, it'll turn. Oh, it's a good motor.
Woo!
This thing gonna run right now.
Oh yeah.
Get the battery out of the Dodge.
Battery out of Dodge. I got some fresh gas in the back of the truck.
Oh yeah.
Man, whoever was tuning on this radiator hose.
I gotta tell you though, your problem
is that your work? What is it? Okay.
Don't touch this thing. Your problem would not be probably getting it, you know, battery and fuel and spark and all that. It's gonna be these tires. Yeah. You'd make it about the top of that hill and it'd be done.
If that on this gravel.
Done.
Yeah. Oh,
just so happens that's about as far as I want to go.
Yeah, with no floor.
Yeah.
Or limited.
Or a limited amount. Yeah.
Touch me up a little rust work, give me a little blend that patina in.
Telling
you. So it's what you.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
It's better than I remember, I'll be honest with you.
All right, so
because the spot over there on that bedside, I remembered it being more.
Right.
And it's not. I mean, obviously you'll have to, you know.
Blend that in. So tell me, what was your build plan or intentions with this one?
Man,
what was your vision?
If you know, barring unlimited funds,
right,
all that, I was going to put it on a Porterbuilt chassis,
right,
just a regular F100 Porterbuilt chassis, lay it on the ground, and those Steelies that are on Teddy actually were bought for this truck. I bought the Steelies and this truck from the same guy, so those are dual drilled Detroit steel wheels, and so I was just going to put those wheels on this truck, bag it, you know, or you know, do a chassis swap because of course you know the limitations you got on the front end of this
straight
thing.
Axle stuff's a pain.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, and do obviously fix the floor rust,
right?
But I probably wouldn't have even fixed any of the other body stuff, and just get the interior going. I probably was going to see what I could do with that motor, you know, because once I got to looking into it, I'm like, well, I love 302s. 302s sound amazing. Yeah. And then I got to looking at this one, and it was like, oh, it's a 68. Well, I think that's the first year they made a 302.
Right.
So I'm like, there's some coolness to that. But the truck being as straight as it is with this much character.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, look at the front bumpers, or the bumpers in general.
Yeah, and the grill, everything.
And it's just all the little emblem, the insignia, it's just super 60s. When you look in the dash, it's just got all this finned aluminum looking stuff.
One of the things that got it for me, like, is the mirrors. Like, I love the big,
I change them.
I call it like the West Coast mirrors.
Yeah,
like, I love the big mirrors. Because when these things are like stupid dummy low, with the big mirrors,
and they look
so
good.
weird but good. I love
Yeah, it's like a strange good.
Yeah, Andrew and I were ever since I told him you and I made a deal. What should we do this? Should we do that? And
Yeah.
like the easy thing, I was like some 15x8 Steelies.
Perfect.
With some like 255, 75s. Like give it that like little bit of a hunker down shop truck look. And he doesn't have a budget in his head. He's like, oh, let's do a Coyote and Porterbuilt and all that stuff.
No,
who's gonna pay for this?
There's a budget. It's just
unlimited.
Yeah, in your head.
Yeah. So I think like one thing we were tossing around is I love the American Racing salt flat wheels.
Man, me too. They look killer.
But I think with this look, I don't really like the polished lip.
Yeah.
So I talked to my buddy that does powder coating. So I think I'm gonna
all gray.
Do them all mag gray.
Yeah, man.
Dark gray.
That'd be killer.
Dude, mag gray.
The only thing I would, and you and I already talked about this, so I know I'm not like, saying something you don't already know, but I wouldn't do the Crown Vic because it pushes the track width out so wide. Your wheel options become super limited.
Exactly.
But if you can get into like a TCI Mustang 2 front end or something like that, just something, because I mean, you got the skills to beef that up, make it more than just the Mustang 2 front end,
Yeah, I've looked into some options. There's a couple companies that make like bigger, better versions.
Yeah,
they use the same geometry and principle, but like better.
Yep.
So it's going to get a Mustang 2. It's going to get a 4-link.
Yeah.
I like the 302 idea. A 302 like with a sniper.
Yeah, it'd be killer if that's a good motor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it obviously will turn over, but if you don't have to get into rebuilding the entire thing.
Yeah, just keep that long enough to get that Coyote budget up.
Oh,
and we'll get that Coyote and 6 speed in there.
I think though that I've come to the place now where I'm like, there's no point in having a bunch of trucks sitting around. There's a lot of point in having the trucks and getting them on the road in whatever configuration you can.
True.
So I feel like that's kind of my mindset. Whereas, I was thinking about full chassis on this. Well, I can't do all these trucks to that level. I don't have that kind of money. I mean, even with partnerships, that's still not an easy thing to achieve.
No, because I mean the Porterbuilt stuff is awesome, but I mean,
and
granted the price is justified, but geez.
Yeah, and pick your chassis company. It doesn't have to be Porterbuilt. It could be anybody. But it's the fact that you've got the skills to get in here, do the Mustang 2 front end, do the 4-link, get this motor up and going, check out the trans, do all the driveline stuff, and get this thing back on the road.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Whatever your quickest path to enjoying this thing is, because you're right. They don't make them like this anymore. They only made them for 3 years. Or 2.5 years, whatever it was, quit in '63.
Yeah.
This is a first year, OG black paint, some really cool character.
Very cool.
It's so cool that it's like moved itself up the pecking list. We always have these this will be the next project, and then all of a sudden he's like, you'll never believe what I just got. And I'm like, now this one's at the top, and then you're like, well, until we find, the 59 Impala convertible, this is at the top of the list,
Well, and you're not going to get, even the GM crowd loves a truck like this.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
Nobody hates
just everybody, this truck garners a lot of respect. It may not have garnered respect from the utilitarians and farmers and people who are trying to use these trucks, which is the reason they quit making them. But if you're going to make a cool custom truck, you're going to, you get a lot of bang for your buck out of this thing.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier, one of my buddies in high school, his dad has one of these, and it was just like, it was something he got for free from someone's pasture, I think, and it's just always sat behind his house, and I was always badgering him, like, hey, send me that truck, send me that truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I like them. He told me a story that, I don't know if it was his dad, grandpa, uncle, somebody had one, and they loaded a bunch of stuff real close to the front of the bed, and they couldn't open the doors.
Yeah, because it just had everything off kilter.
It shifted the chassis just enough, and so they didn't trust him. Like you said, the utilitarian people were like, I don't know about these things. And I heard stories about loading the bed at the back, and the doors would pop open, and like weird stuff.
Yeah, and I think all that stuff's documented and probably warranted. If you think about, we don't build trucks that way anymore.
No, but
but
it's like an early El Camino.
Yeah, but for what you want to do with this thing, it's just it's one of the coolest trucks you could pick.
The most load this thing ever's going to get is like a couple coolers full of beer.
And some chairs.
And stuff.
Maybe me.
I love it.
Make sure we pay attention to where we load you.
Maybe a nitrous bottle, because I know you like a little speed or something.
You could, I do like a little speed.
Yeah, I heard Cody's like nitrous.
Oh my goodness. As soon as you fund it, I'll put it in there. How about that?
Yeah, for real.
I started pricing those out last night.
That's not the LS game, man. That's a different game.
Dude, you can't even, you can bare bones get like a truck Coyote.
Yeah.
and an automatic and get it in there like for bare bones 10 grand.
Yeah, $10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
And then like our neighbor, you know, Eric Evans, he's one of our neighbors.
Yeah,
He's
Queen
like,
City Speed.
he's like, dude, go in there and dress an LS up, paint it blue, and put some Ford valve covers on it.
Yeah,
That would be,
it'd be
a
killer.
fraction of the money.
What's his name? Oh, shoot, he's gonna kill me for not remembering his last name, but it's Jason. He's got an F100 with an LS in it. It's got a later F100 with an LS in it. And dude, that thing looks awesome. LSs look great under the hoods of these trucks.
I mean, it's just like
Like
a
you said.
hammer. They work.
Yeah, but if you paint it blue and put some Ford valve covers on it, man, roll.
But first, we're gonna try the 302.
Yeah,
I try it. I would try it just to see.
Yeah.
They're such great motors.
Just to see what it'll do.
If it
And
turns
the
over-
sound is so impressive. Like, I love the way these things sound. They sound so good.
Yeah.
I would say though, not you didn't ask me this, but I was just telling your buddy here that one of my favorite things is the tailgate because it's stamped on the inside, and then it's just got a bunch of stamping on the outside to, like, I don't know, make it look otherworldly almost.
Yeah.
It doesn't look, you know.
That's what always caught my eye about them, and how like the center of the tailgate's recessed.
Yeah, and it's got those bumps on the sides, and then huge letters, but
latch
it's
system's
stamped on
really
the
cool.
inside. Yeah,
That's cool.
and then like all the stuff on the all the finning, all that stuff just matches. You know, the emblems on the outside.
Let's go ahead and talk about how the patina matches too.
It's perfect. Perfect. Yes, it needs a floor, but
That's fine. I know I got
look
those
at
metal work.
everything else. It's not rusty above the visor. I mean, it's
Yeah, none of the like
the
really
doors
hard
aren't like.
places.
I mean, they got some rust on them. I hadn't looked under them, but
Well, if we don't look, we don't know about it.
that's true. Yeah, I mean, if you see it from here, then you can worry about it.
That's fine. But like a big concern of mine, and I've looked at a lot of these trucks, is like they get real rusty where the inner wheel well.
Yeah, and I remember you asking me about it, and I was
It's
like, I
not
think
bad.
there's those.
Yeah, it's just got the rippling.
You got the rippling
from the spot
I
welds,
just
but
don't think you're gonna get away from that
No.
on a truck like this.
you'll see them rust there, and you'll see them rust like along this seam,
Yep.
and it's solid.
It's not. I know. That's what.
Or along the drip rails, those
Yeah.
rust, but these are fine.
It's pretty wild. You got that stuff over there in the bed.
It'll
Dents in the in the wheel wells, but I mean, for what you're going for,
It'll get a really cool like oak bed floor.
yeah,
I love wooden bed.
Yeah,
floors.
man, especially on an old truck like this.
Yeah,
That's gonna be cool.
because it's gonna have to be notched, so the bed floor's gonna have to be raised
Yep.
anyway. So might as well do it. Nice wooden. bed
Yeah.
floors. And he's got huge tubs.
I was just about to
Stuff.
say.
I mean, for meats, man.
15s that we put on the
15.8s.
front.
You go 15.15s.
You probably could. It's wild.
But it is cool. I mean, I think you love it for all the reasons I love it.
Yeah.
And
It's got just enough
I love that you can,
character.
Yeah. And it's not like you're jumping off into something that, you don't typically do. Like, this isn't going to just go sit somewhere.
Oh.
I mean, I know it may for some period of time, but I know you'll get on it and make it something cool.
Yeah, it'll sit around for a minute, but once we get.
Looks like you already worked on it here once.
That look like my work, doesn't it? Yeah. You know what they say? Beat it low and wipe it deep, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That weight reduction.
A little bit of mud there.
But look, think about it though. Like, how old's this truck? What? It's gonna have some dents.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna have some.
But that's what I love.
And I was even saying it has very little too. There's only the couple in the couple in the front. couple
Yeah, I guess the
back here.
gate is before.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked at it that closely, but
So, so I do
Someone got
a lot
ball
of.
paint.
yeah. I was gonna say
Loaded-
somebody went
loaded from the
nuts
inside.
with yeah.
So
Somebody
I do a
went
lot
nuts.
of collision work. I'm fixing cars that are 2015, 2016 that have been repaired
Yeah,
2 or 3
yeah,
times,
yeah.
right? So if you take something that's this old, right,
Which is
62
what,
years old,
60 years. Yeah, 60 years.
62 years old, like of course it's going to be hit a few times.
Yeah, man. But somehow this bumper has withstood it. That front bumper has withstood it.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got. I don't know. The key things that I look for when I'm looking for a patina truck, you're not going to have to go get
Right.
elsewhere. Like all the other stuff that you're talking about. Yeah, we would do that anyway. But you've got the core, the foundation,
For sure.
Oh yeah.
and go show me another one. Go show me an OG black one.
Yeah.
I'm really glad it's going to you, man. You got to keep me updated.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we need to do some more.
hemmed up? I guess that's where you're. Hey, no, go up. Or up or down. What I'm unlocking.
That's where you're at.
There ain't no up. There we go.
There you go. Dude.